Happy Thursday! It's September 25th, 2025, and you're tuned into COEY Cast. I'm Hunter.
And I'm Riley. Quick heads up, this whole episode was made completely with AI. We're battle testing Microsoft Vibe Voice 7B for the voices, so if I suddenly sound like a very enthusiastic toaster, that's part of the vibe.
Which is fitting because today we're talking Kling 2.5 Turbo. Not the flashy, one crazy demo moment, this one raises the floor. Less chaos in your first pass, more clips you can actually use.
Yeah, it's giving stability patch energy, and I mean that as a compliment. The big beats we're seeing, smoother motion, better temporal coherence, closer prompt and style match, and fewer weird artifacts. It's like going from wobbly vlog cam to, oh hi, this actually looks like a real shot.
Motion is the headliner for me. Fewer rubber body moments, smoother pans and tracks. Camera feels like it's on rails instead of in a shopping cart. That instantly removes hours of cleanup.
And the temporal thing, characters and objects actually staying consistent across frames, matters if you're doing narrative or brand work. Your mascot shouldn't morph into a different species every 3 seconds.
Exactly. Compared to 2.1, this feels like fewer physics breaks, faster concept to preview loops, and tighter adherence to your art direction. If you're running paid social, it's less re-rolling. If you're stitching shots, it's fewer continuity band-aids.
Real talk, who can touch it today? Because I've seen creators already posting clips.
Access is surfacing through partners first. Atlabs has 2.5 Turbo on their model roster, and ImagineArt announced a rollout. Some plans even have a limited-time perk where you can generate 10-second clips pretty freely. Classic, fast-moving video model play, distribution lands where creators already hang, then the official docs catch up.
That tracks, and shout out to Atlabs for making it dead simple to test. Text to video, image to video, presets, done. I saw folks saying render speeds feel snappier and cost is a little friendlier than the last round. Not free, but not mortgage your GPU either.
On Kling's side, COEY show's investor updates have been telegraphing this cadence. 2.0, then 2.1, now 2.5 Turbo via partner ecosystems. The bigger story, they're clearly aiming at real production, not just research sizzle.
Which begs the big question. Is this for solo creators trying to crank reels or for enterprise teams?
Both, but for different reasons. Solo folks get a better fast rough-cut engine, more usable first drafts, fewer artifacts to retouch, quicker retries. Teams get approvals moving faster because the outputs are more on-brief, and throughput climbs without adding headcount.
If you're an agency, imagine batch spinning 5 concepts per client vertical overnight, pushing previews to a review hub and cutting days off the approval cycle. It's the difference between we might hit the date and we're already testing variants.
And for brands, standardizing prompts, reference images, and naming conventions turns into real reporting. When the model stops drifting on color, lighting, and texture, performance data stops getting corrupted by inconsistencies.
Okay, automation nerd time. How do we wire this into a stack? Can I N8N this?
Yes, with caveats. If you get API keys from a partner like Atlabs or ImagineArt, you can set up the loop, generate prompts, submit jobs, pull status, and pipe assets into your DAM. Use simple HTTP nodes and webhooks for job completion. Today, that's achievable. Near term, we want more reliable webhooks, job IDs by default, and the big unlock, stable character and prop IDs across shots.
So like scene-graph vibes, consistent character fingerprints, repeatable poses, deterministic re-renders. That's when it goes from cool tool to we're running a content factory.
Exactly. And tune your rate limits. Batch at night, run A/B variants in parallel, tag metadata on write, and do automated QA passes, frame count, duration checks, quick artifact heuristics before a human even sees it.
How much time does this actually save? Because that's the client question.
On a typical social sprint, if 2.5 Turbo reduces manual paintout and re-rolls by even 20 to 30%, that's hours per asset across a campaign. Multiply by 10 assets in a couple markets, you're saving real budget. It's a must-have for scaling if you're heavy on video throughput.
And the creative feel? The clips I've seen feel less AI-wobbly. The camera is more confident. It's giving Steadicam, not scooter cam.
And faster iteration encourages exploration. You try 3 lighting setups, 2 lenses, and a different texture treatment in the same afternoon, the floor going up means your experimentation rate goes up.
Any gotchas? What's still mid?
A few. 1. Official, public API docs for 2.5 Turbo specifics still lag, expect staggered access, evolving parameters. 2. Multi-shot narratives are better but not solved. Scene-by-scene control is improving, true character persistence across multiple clips isn't turnkey. 3. Quotas and pricing predictability, watch rate limits, retries, and queue priority if you're on deadlines.
And policy. Always check usage rights and content policies before you scale a campaign, especially if you're using reference images with logos or products. Don't get your brand yeeted off an ad platform.
Also, keep human in the loop. Automation amplifies taste, it doesn't replace it. A quick human eye on brand safety, faces, hands, and did the physics do anything cursed is still smart.
Let's compare. Where does Kling 2.5 Turbo sit against the other heavy hitters? Runway Gen 3, Pika, Luma Dream Machine, the mysterious lab models?
It's competitive on realism and motion stability, especially for commercial-looking shots. Some models win on long-form coherence or ultra-creative stylization. Kling's advantage here is production reliability and distribution, getting it into creators' hands via partner platforms and keeping the cadence aggressive.
So who should be nervous? Tools whose pitch was, we're kind of good at a bunch of stuff, but not great at stability? If you can't keep objects consistent and motion clean, you're losing to a model that just quietly ships usable clips.
And there's a trend signal. Video models are moving from demo to dependable. The moat is shifting from raw model flash to workflow integration, APIs that behave, metadata that sticks, webhooks that never ghost you, and knobs for continuity.
All right, rapid-fire scenarios. TikToker, you write punchy prompts, reference your on-screen persona, generate vertical variants, do a quick polish and CapCut, and post. You use image references to keep your face and fit consistent. The caption is POV, your AI finally stopped giving you spaghetti limbs.
Podcaster? Clip your episode, run a text-to-video explainer against your teaser line, extract hero frames for thumbnails, and route everything into your CMS. Audio alignment is better. Use beat detection to sync cuts and subtitles in bulk.
Brand marketer. You build a prompt library with reference products and environments, generate 9x16, 1x1, and 16x9 variants, and push winners into paid. Light LUT and grade downstream. Approvals move faster because frames are more on brief.
Filmmaker or production team. Treat 2.5 Turbo like a previs engine. Block out shots, test camera moves, explore lighting before live action days. Don't trust it yet for long, character-driven continuity without manual glue, but it's getting closer.
What about price and value? We're seeing friendlier economics through partners, sometimes faster renders, sometimes promo windows like unlimited 10-second clips on certain plans for a week. Feels like fair to aggressive pricing for what you get, especially if it replaces a few hours of cleanup per asset.
And remember, you might replace multiple tools, motion cleanup, denoising, and some rotoscoping steps. Consolidation saves mental overhead too.
Let's talk benchmarks loosely. I've seen crisp 1080p, camera pans that don't choke, and action beats that don't warp. Not perfect, but the number of clips I'd actually use jumped. That's the scoreboard.
One more ecosystem note. COEY's broader arc shows real traction, 9-figure run rate type momentum, and even an AI-generated anthology that pulled huge view counts. The takeaway, this isn't a lab toy. It's getting battle-tested at scale.
Okay, if we had to meme this update, Kling 2.5 Turbo, not the glow-up, the grown-up. It's the responsible friend who drives everyone home and still makes it to brunch.
I'll take the grown-up, especially if it plugs into Make or N8N and doesn't break when I fire 100 jobs overnight.
Before we wrap, how would we use this inside COEY right now?
I'd set up a variant engine, prompts plus reference boards per client, batch renders overnight via partner API, auto QA on ingest, enrich with metadata, and publish to a review hub. Humans pick winners in the morning, then we route to paid and organic. The creative team focuses on evolving the style, not cleanups.
I'd do a looks board sprint, generate a grid of 10 microstyles per campaign, grab hero frames for key art, and cut snackable motion pieces for social. Spend your taste on the dial, not on fixing broken elbows.
Final take. 2.5 Turbo isn't a moonshot. It's a reliability upgrade that clears runway for automation. If you're scaling content, stability is the unlock.
Facts. All right, that's COEY Cast for Thursday, September 25th, 2025. If this episode glitched, blame Vibe Voice. If it slapped, also Vibe Voice.
Thanks for listening. For AI news and workflow guides, hit coey.com/resources.
And don't forget to subscribe. Catch you next time.